How's it going, guys? Welcome to Onslaught Reviews. My name is Adam, and today we're talking about Captain Marvel. Okay, so, before I get into this, I want to talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to this movie. It seems like there's a whole lot of controversy over whether you like this movie or not. It seems like, on one side, you love this movie, and that's that. It's awesome, and it's just like the most flawless movie of all time. On the other hand, if you hate this movie, you're some sort of He-Man woman-hating piece of garbage, and, you should be burned at the stake. Well, I think I'm right there in the middle. I thought this movie was okay. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, it was enjoyable, it was just okay. So, without any further ado, let's just hop right into it. Okay, so first off, I thought the story was very predictable, and there was no real surprises, no real major twists. It was very just it was very subpar to what I've come to expect, especially, now with the way the Marvel movies go, and, with how good Black Panther was, and how awesome Avengers Infinity War was. So, this movie really kind of fell flat for me, or the story rather, just kind of fell flat, and it just seemed just kind of subpar. And, honestly, to be really honest, this movie really feels like it would have been better off in Phase 1, like right before Avengers or right after Avengers. It really feels like more like it belongs in that kind of category of Marvel movies. I'm not sure, what they're thinking with the story. I mean, you got 2 directors on this movie and, 5 writers. So, I have to believe that, there was a lot of conflict with writing the story and, the direction this movie was going to go in. So, honestly, it was very subpar when it comes to the story. Okay, so I'll probably get some hate for this one, but, I wasn't totally convinced with Brie Larson's performance as a Captain Marvel. It's a very kind of like I said, it's just kind of subpar. She gives off this kind of vibe of, I'm a sassy badass, and I'm awesome, and I have all these powers. And that's great and everything, but there's no depth to her character. Like I said, this late in the game when it comes to these Marvel movies, your character needs to have some sort of depth, and they need to have some conflict. There's no conflict. You get little spurts of conflict here and there, but then she, she very quickly kind of deals with it and then moves on, and then she's like, alright, I'm cool, I'm good. I've worked that out, and it's worked out. And then, with the flashbacks, you get little flashbacks of who she used to be before she lost her memory and stuff like that and became Captain Marvel. And it all feels like filler. It feels like a bunch of setup. The whole movie, in general, just kind of feels like setup to me, and it's just setting up for, her role in another Captain Marvel movie, and specifically in, Avengers Endgame. It all just feels like setup, especially even all the way near the end. So, I was just expecting more. I just want to point this out real quick. Honestly, I think DC just kind of did this better with Wonder Woman. I think with Captain Marvel, this is just too little too late, With Wonder Woman, you had a badass character, and she was awesome, and she had depth to her character, there was conflict. Go back and watch that movie. If you want a strong, female-led superhero movie, Wonder Woman has it in spades. Even Alita Battle Angel that I just reviewed, go check that review if you haven't seen it. Even in Alita, it was very much a strong female character, even though she was a robot. She was still a female, very much a female-led character. And that movie did great, and I really enjoyed that movie. I don't know, it just feels like they were trying to reach Marvel, they were trying to reach for the goal, but the goal had already been won, and I don't want to sound like I'm some sort of, I'm trying to bash on women, because I'm not, after I walked out of Wonder Woman, the first thing I thought was, man, if I was like a 12-year-old girl walking out of that movie for the first time, I'd feel so empowered and just ready to kick some ass and stuff like that. And, I understand that Marvel wants their little piece of that pie, but it's already gotten. It's already there. You know, there's plenty of strong female-led, action movies and stuff like that, and even in TV, there's all kinds of stuff. So, like I said, I don't understand the hate for people that have, differing opinions for this movie. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Okay, so as far as positives go, I still found this a pretty enjoyable movie. You know, the action's really cool. A lot of the other performances, like Samuel Jackson and stuff like that, there's really great performances in here. And, the CGI looked really good. And it was actually surprisingly a lot more funnier than I thought it was going to be. And, I gotta say, the crowd that I saw this movie with, they're a really energetic crowd, and, they were laughing, and they were having a really good time. So that kind of energy, bounced off of me. So I had a good time watching this movie. And I'm happy for that, because I feel like if I went and seen this by myself, or just with a crowd that just, was just wanting to hate on this movie, I don't know, I feel like it might have made me feel a little bit different. But because I saw it with a good, energetic crowd, it still bounced off of me, and I had a fun time with this movie. So yeah, overall, I'd say this movie was just okay. I had a decent time with it, but it could have been a lot better in my opinion, and still go check it out. But if you're looking for an awesome female-led superhero movie, then go check out Alita if you haven't seen it. Go rewatch Wonder Woman, or stuff like that. But I would still recommend you check this out. If you're a Marvel fan, yeah, go check it out. I think you'll have a good time with it. It's not as good as it should be. As a comic book fan, it's just subpar. But overall, I think I'm going to give this movie 3 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, well that's it for me. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe it, comment, share, all that good stuff. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, the handle is Adam_Onslaught1. I'll go ahead and throw that link in the description there, And stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys then.